Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back to our new project, Link to the Past, the Slash Force Swords. It's coupled together here with this game. So this is, yes, I can select that. Alright. So this is in essence, the GBA port of the original SNES game, Link to the Past. Also has the multiplayer mode on it. We can change... Whoops, hang on. Yes, there we go. Perfect. We're not going to do the multiplayer segment, because that requires link cables and stuff and whatnot, and that's just not going to be a thing. Just going to play the Link to the Past. So, this is one of the great classics of the SNES era, if not the best one, if we're being honest. And a lot of people stand by that this is the best Legend of Zelda game. It's pretty much that, Breath of the Wild or Ocarina of Time. So we've got this story here. Yes, surrounded by forests and mountains, omnipotent and omniscient and golden power that lay hidden. This was the introduction of what would be the Sacred Realm and the Triforce being in there. Before, the Triforce was just the end of your quest, basically. Door to the realm was suddenly opened, hoping to claim the golden powers of their own, and the people began to quarrel and fight. Many sought to enter the hidden golden land. Yes. But none returned, and instead evil power began to issue forth from the dark portal. It's a very long introduction, I'm not gonna lie. So the king commanded 7 sages to seal the gates of the land of the golden power. Many brave knights were lost in the battle to protect the sages from the tides of evil. But the seal was cast. Evil flowed no more, and the seal would remain for all time. Or so people hoped. I'm ruining the mood here. But when these events were obscured by the mists of time, it became legend. It's definitely one of the better looking SNES games. And it just looks pretty good also on the GBA port. Mysterious wizard known as Aghanim appeared as from nowhere, and with strange magic powers he eliminated the good king of Hyrule. He cast spells on the soldiers and kidnapped young maidens descended from the sages in order to break the seal. How he knew which maidens were in fact the descendants of sages, never know. They didn't have Ancestry.com back in that day. His destiny fast approaches for the final maiden, the Princess Zelda. Help me! Please help me! I'm a prisoner in the castle dungeon when I was Zelda! That's exactly what she sounds like. The wizard Aghanim has done something terrible to the other girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle, and even now is trying to open the sage's seal. I'm in the dungeon of the castle pray Do come on for a bit. Well, there's no need for you to worry. I'll be back by morning, but I don't want you leaving the house until then. Go back to bed. That's our uncle. And wait for me to return. Yeah, we're not worried because you're just walking out fully armed to the teeth. Alright, so some things you have to know about the GBA. You got the A, the B button, the R and the L button. The A button is what allows you to use your items. The R button is going to be useful because that allows us to pick stuff up. The B button is going to be our swordy sword. You can pick up the grass here. Beautiful work. So admittedly, there's definitely some similarities between the SNES and Ocarina of Time, like elements of story and whatnot, and amongst some other things as well. But Ocarina of Time does feature the time travel mechanic. This doesn't, but has a It's another popular mechanic we'll be dealing with in the future. The voice, Duke, is it you? I thought I told you to wait at home. I suppose there's no escaping destiny. Here, take the sword and shield from me. I shall teach you one of the secret sword techniques used by the Knights of Haru. Hold the B button to focus power on your blade. Release it to unleash the power. Duke, you must rescue Princess Ella. Our people are fated to do so. But do not fall victim to fate. Duke, just tell me what? Just tell me it was my destiny, but don't fall to fate. I shall always remember our time together. Alright. So, this is where the spin attack comes from. Not a lot of people honestly use it. Alright. So there are differences between this and the SNES. Like, no, they basically used Young Link's voice from the N64 version when they ported this over, because this came out quite a number of time after Ocarina of Time. Alright, go back up. Now I can cut the bushes down, which is good news. Faster than trying to lift them or burn them, but you have options. So the chest that contained 5 rubies, I believe that contains the lamp, and you, for some reason, didn't get it from the house, which you should. Alright, he didn't want to come down and face me. So select, by the way, brings up this whole menu, which we'll be doing quite a bit in the future, and then start brings up the pause screen. Thought I'd mention that. Probably won't see the start one, but the item screen. If you're familiar with some of even Ocarina of Time, how you have to switch between items, we're going to be seeing that quite a bit. Quite a bit indeed. Alright. At least we can save anywhere, it's just when we start up, we've got choices as to where we'll start. And you might see it, might show it, because it is a little bit different to what you might be used to. Aha! There we go. Colored enemies show basically the strength. The green ones obviously have less health, and some don't even have full swords, they have tiny little knives. We're gonna carry this pot. Pot is friend. Just gonna walk around with this all day, every day. It's a shame. I was actually hoping we would get to show off. So you can damage like enemies with some of the thrown stuff. I don't know why I went all the way around that way, but I avoided the enemies. You got these, like those doors that look like kind of like monster faces. Those are locked doors. You either have to destroy all enemies or you have to find a switch. That is, we're gonna see that a couple times. We got the boomerang. So now we can actually, basically we can only navigate between items that we have. Everything else is kind of a static screen. You can see the pendants, the equipment, and then there's the R button where it says do. You can talk to people, you can read, pull, and we got lift 1. That'll come, there'll be some additions to that. It gets interesting at that point. Alright. Boomerangs they're not a terrible weapon, honestly. Useful, you can use it to stun creatures. Not everybody can get stunned by it though. You'll see them flash and then they'll actually wiggle around for a bit. But you can say I can stun that person. I'm gonna lift the pot and use it to attack my enemies. Wait. Nope. So he's got a big attack. Got the big key. This is the master key of the dungeon. We can open many locks that small keys cannot. Which is very useful. Thank you, Duke. I had a feeling you were getting close. Duke, listen carefully. All the soldiers in the castle have fallen under the wizard's spell. I didn't notice. And I fear even worse has befallen my father. That wizard is an inhuman fiend. His powers are strong. Do you understand? Thanks for that exposition. Good, we should go quickly before the wizard notices us. I know a secret path, but we must go to the first floor to reach it. Let's go. I actually wanted the chest, but I kept throwing my boomerang. So the A button can work, it's just the A button is primarily used for using your items. It's one of the reasons why I've switched to the boomerang, so I don't accidentally just use my lamp, which does use magic power. This is definitely one of the few games in which you get magic power very early on. Alright, we can't actually go up there. It looks like a gap. Not a gap. We're too fat. Alright. Up here we go. So she did say we gotta go to the first floor, specifically where we're supposed to be going to, is the throne. That's where we want to be. We're just gonna loop around. I wonder if it's faster to loop this way or go left. Oh, okay. I didn't want the swordy sword. Did not want that, sir. Alright, there we go. There's a secret bridge in the throne room, yes. I'm sure the old man there will help us in the sanctuary, because nobody attacks sanctuaries. That's just rude. Just nope. Alright. The ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside and you can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. We just have to push it to from the left. It's very useful to know. I'm actually going to switch now to the mighty lamp. The lamp saves all. Walk through. You can push it all the way in, it'll actually give it a little ding. So this is our current view, but you got these little torches here, which will light up a little bit more of what's going on. Honestly, the one torch is pretty good enough. But you can light it more and it gets brighter, but for the most part, torches, as you can see, it got darker. They're basically on a timer, they'll go out. So you want to move around quickly. Little snakes, I believe they're called ropes. It's just annoying. Okay. I'm not about this. Okay, good. Ropes can decide to move fast if they just want to murder you. Oh gosh. Alright, come on. Hope you like the sound of a beeping heart. Oh! Key? Alright. Okay, yes. Nobody touch me. Nobody touch me. Passing through the sewers would be very close to the sanctuary. Let's be careful. I'm trying. So the rats, I believe, will stay out of the water, which is good news for us. I didn't think I would be under threat of death so quick into the game, but here we are. Just gonna safety water. Stay away from my heart. This one's mine. You can have your own. Alright. Alright. We all good? Nobody else wants to go try and murder me today? Okay, we need a key, which is good. Just run into my sword. Yes, okay. I knew there had to be somebody. Somebody had a key. Oh, there we go. So cracked walls like these, we want to keep note of in the future. That actually worked out really well. So there's blocks we can push. We'll keep that in mind as well. There's a lot of things we can do. Alright, nobody move. Looking. Specifically for our heart. Okay. This is very sketchy. Sensor is just beyond the door. Pull the switch over there. I believe it's right. I'm hoping it's right. You have to pull the lever to open the door. Hold the R button and press down. So you have to know that. Like other times, I've just been lifting up pots with just the R button, basically. Princess Zelda, you are safe, and you are the one who rescued her, Duke. How do you know me, old man? It's thanks to Duke that I escaped from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, once I have finished with you, the final one, the Sage's seal, will open. Duke, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he breaks the seal of the Seven Sages, a wave of evil power will be unleashed. If that happens, the people of Hyrule shall never again know peace. Before that happens... Before it's too late, please! You must defeat the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can, you must. Since the mighty evil force guards the wizard's actions and augments his magical power, the only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. This would be the first time we'd actually see the Master Sword. But the only person remaining who has any idea of where this blade may be is the village elder. He is said to be a descendant of one of the Seven Sages. Why did he capture him? Perhaps he could tell you more. I will mark his house on your map, but we must take care. I am certain the castle soldiers are looking for you and the princess now. The two of you cannot stay together, so I shall hide Princess Zelda here. Why can't she go? Do not worry, seek the elder. Do you understand? Alright, first things first, though, I'm gonna need your treasure chest. There we go, it's a heart container. So worth it, by the way. One of the very few instances in which it's just a full heart container, not even a heart piece. Alright. So welcome to the world. So the L button, at least on the overworld, I think it dungeons as well, brings up the map. You can press the L button to switch between your options. But you can see you can move around with the D-pad. You can see there's a house with an X on it. It's where we need to go. But as you can see, it's a kind of a big map here. Very, very well sized, I'd say. It contains all sorts of stuff like rocks, grass, you name it, it's got it. So we're just gonna walk over there, basically. Don't have a lot of other options for me. Now, it's very important here. You can see there's a little link head wanted for kidnapping Princess Zelda. Call a soldier if you see him. Now, to be fair, technically yes. We snuck into the castle and removed Princess Zelda. Didn't necessarily do it out of anger and spite. What was you, Duke? What can an old woman like me do for a youngster like you? Who, the elder? Oh, no one has seen him since the wizard began abducting his victims. What, Master Sword? Well, I don't remember the details exactly, but long ago a prosperous people known as the Hylians inhabited this land. Legends tell of treasures with mystical powers that remain from the Hylian age. Reading's difficult. The Master Sword, a mighty blade forged to thwart those with evil hearts, is one. It is said that even now it rests deep in the forest. Do you understand the legend? So I understand what you said. I don't necessarily understand the legend. At any rate, seek the elder. There must be someone in the village who knows where he is. Duke, take care. So technically, we actually know where he is. I actually don't know who you're supposed to talk to learn where he is, off the top of my head. But there's things we can do. That is far more... I'm actually gonna grab that. Got important things to do here. First, we can actually go down into this little hideout of hideouts. We can do a little puzzle. I believe that is now blocked up entirely because we did it wrong. We're good at this. Hang on, let's just reset. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I think I'm supposed to push those in. Look, it's been a long time. This is all worth it, though. Trust me. You all want what this game has to offer. Yeah, push those in, then push that, and then that opens up all of that. Perfect. And then you can push those up, and that gives you the other chest. Highly important. It's a good way to make some money. Which, by golly, you're gonna need money. It's a big thing about this game. You're gonna want all the monies. So you can jump off some ledges like that, fall into these wells. We got bombs. Oh, I should have come here first. Press the R button to pick them up. Alright, so let's switch. You place them and then you can pick them up again. We want all this money. You can never have too much money in this game, and it will be clear why later on. Do not panic. Got a heart piece. Alright, here we go. Go out of here like we own the place. That's how you get up there anyway. Alright. Oh, nope. So some people will rat you out too, and you don't want that. You want to avoid being called out on. If you go through life without one of my hold anything bottles, I'll step right up and make your life complete. I've got one on sale now for the low price of 100 rubies. What do you say, interested? I might as well. Now hold it above your head for the whole world to see, okay? It's good for business. This is a magic bottle. You can store an item inside and then use it later. I believe also the first instance before Green of Time in which we'd see bottles. It's very useful. We love having bottles. They're super useful. It's a little useless right now, if I'm honest, but... There we go, second piece of heart. This is why we go around collecting all this stuff. Not to mention that we basically just made 30 rubies just going into that room. Well worth the trade. Now that we have bombs as well, there's a chance that enemies will drop bombs for us. Always a good sign. Okay, now I want to go... Oh, this guy, he won't yell at me, but he's a runner. You gotta be careful of that guy. Go into this house. There's a second bottle! Bam! Like, how crazy is that? Those are the only 2 bottles I know off the top of my head currently. There's probably a third, if I'm honest. Alright, I'm looking for... There's a kid we gotta go find. Where is he? Where is he? He exists somewhere in this world. See, there's a shop, 50 rubies. You pick things up, but there's the red potion for hearts, in case you need it. Pfft. Do I look like I need it? Aha, I think. No, that's just a house. We're looking for a sick child. He exists in the world somewhere. Yeah, I've only got the 1 bomb. It better be worth it. Oh, we got chickens, by the way, the little cuckoos. If you slash them, marvelous things happen. As they do in pretty much every other Legend of Zelda game. Glorious things indeed. See, there's even a little chicken hiding inside the pot. Alright, where's the sick child? Gear on with one of my magic bottles. Yes, okay, here we go. He's what I want to find. I can't go out because I'm sick. People say I caught this cold from the evil air that's coming down off the mountain sniffles. This is my bug-catching net. I'll use it when I'm better, but for now, I'll lend it to you. Why he gives it to us? Don't know. We need it, though. There might be some other things you can catch with it, too. So you can catch bugs. It's a thing. However, fairies, a bigger thing. Alright. Who do we talk to about? Hi, Dick Sarah, my Yarba. Thanks for coming through to see me. I'm glad to have someone to talk to, so let me tell you an interesting story. There's a lake swimming with Zoras, but it's hard to find. Yes, tell say to Zoras, treasure can turn people to fish. So, that's good to know. It's not entirely useful. Alright, just trying to see if we can accidentally find someone who tells us where... What's his name? Sarashala? I know where he is. I was just hoping we'd find out who would tell me, because I believe it shows up on the map, like where he tells you. But we're going to the east, far east. I know where we're going, but I'll call it quits there. Here's to a new adventure. Hope you enjoy it, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.